welcome to the unlive show. Thank you, Tainted Fate, for the 34-month resub. 4 minutes ago. Reno, thank you for the 1 month resub. Tier 4, 11 months. Is that the takeover from Valence? From Valence gift of subbage. I'm gonna open. Swear to God. Okay. Okay, I think we've got our packs here. Thin the herd a little bit. Get that lid back on that. 20 stars probably won't get you onto the art highlights, but you never know. I have faith that someone at Bungie personally will take a personal liking to your art personally and personally put it onto the art spotlight personally for you. For free. Wobble cam time. Still 20 stars though, yeah. Okay then, so Reno, we've got a beautiful vintage Sword and Shield Brilliant Stars boosty pack. Is that like if I this one? Ah, that's better. Which we will. You want full RNG? Reno can choose. I've picked them. These were just these were two booster packs next to each other in the box. They were from slightly towards the back, so they were towards the terrible booster packs, the horrible booster packs. I'm not opening all of my booster packs. Don't. There is a collector pack box full of booster packs. Okay, so we've got a steel. Can I zoom out a little bit? Just a tiny little pinch, so that they're not crammed into the camera here. So we got ourselves a steel energy. We got a ultra ball. You can use this card only if you discard 2 of the cards from your hand, such your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. Excellent. If you ever make it to 100 months, I open all. I can't make those kind of promises. What if there's like £1,000 worth of booster packs available? We've got a Tropius, Curative Boa. All of your Pokemon that have Leaf Energy attached can't be confused. They are only confused to recover from that special condition. Slicing Blade for 100 damage. Very good. We got a Morgrem. Little gremlin. Very good. Smash Kick for 30, PS for 50. It's a stage 2, evolves from Impidim. You got a Chimchar. Ember for 30. Discard an energy card attached to this Pokemon. Very good. We got a Minchino. Call for family. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon. Put them onto your bench. Shuffle your deck. Pound for 10. Very good. We got a Ball Toy. I cannot escape the Ball Toy. Triple spin. 20x. Flip 3 coins. We got a Snorunt. Do you like a good Snorunt? Ice Breath will put going if heads your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Surely it'd be frozen. Surely it'd be frozen. What if you get to 100 months and I've just run out of booster packs? That's a terrible wager to make. Like, oh yeah, I'll open all of them. I won't put one aside for you. Ha ha ha. There's 0 card packs on. I feel like it would be shooting yourself in the foot. Deden. Dede Flash. If your opponent has exactly 1 prize card remaining, this attack does 60 more damage and your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. We got a Reverse Hollow Minchino. Very cool, very shiny. It is very shiny. And our rare card is a Holographic Moltres. Back in my day, pulling a legendary bird was a feat. You'd never see these. Too addicted to the booster pack life you trust. Inferno Wings, 20 plus. If this Pokemon has any damage counters on it, its attack does 70 more damage. Its attack damage isn't affected by weakness, but it is affected by resistance. You stuffed yourself there, Moltres. That's a terrible card. Thank you, Reno, for the 11-month free sub. Even if it was a gift sub, it still counts. Even if it was a prime sub, it still counts. If you're watching out there, you think your gift subs and your prime subs don't count, they count. They every sub. I count every sub. Okay. And we have our Brothers War Collector Booster. They were just 2 booster packs randomly next to each other. I pulled out. Okay, not rigged. Not rigged. I know you both enjoy MTG, so it's totally fine. I know you both enjoy MTG, so it's fine. Oh wow. Let's get that out of the way. I want to put my arm there. We got a focusing issue. Disenchant. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. So, what's going on? It's a little lad with a little laser cannon blasting some kind of golem in the chest. We got a conscripted infantry. When conscripted infantry dies, create a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token. One of your favorites, Brothers War. Recommission. Return target artifact to a creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. If a creature enters the battlefield this way and enters with an additional +1/+1 counter upon it. Very cool. Disenchant. Oh, it's just a re-art. I see. Mishra's Domination. Enchant creature. As long as you control enchanted creature, gets +2/+2. Otherwise, it cannot block. Very strong. Got a Symmetry Matrix. Whenever a creature with power equal to its toughness enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1. If you do, draw a card. That's a terrible card. We get a Hulking Megamorph. Every sub is sacred. Every sub is good. Yep. Prototype. You may cast a spell with a different mana cost, color, and size. It keeps its abilities and types. 2 blue, 3/3, or 9 anything. 7/7. You may have Hulking Metamorph enter the battlefield as a copy of an artifact or a creature you control, except it's an artifact creature in addition to its other types, and its power and toughness are equal to Hulking Metamorph's power and toughness. Okay. It's a nice art though. Yeah. I'm not debating that, but like it's not a Brothers War special card. Brothers War. Got a beautiful shiny full art planes. Alright, I'll deal with the attacks in a moment, Miramon. Diabolic Intent. He's real diabolic there. He's getting diabolic. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature, search your library for a card, put that card in your hand, and then shuffle. Very good. We got a Extended Art Forerunner Shaman. It's very green. Green tap, discard a creature card, search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. Interesting. Creature cycling, I guess. Got a beautiful Extended Art Urza's Workshop. Add blank. Metalcraft. Tap, add blank for each Urza's land you control. Activate only if you control 3 or more artifacts. Excellent. We got a brilliant Retro Mishra's Bauble. Sacrifice Mishra's Bauble. Look at the top card of target player's library. Draw a card at the beginning of the turn. Next turn's upkeep. What? We got a beautiful non-shiny Retro Mishra's Bauble. I swear this is a rigged pack, and I'm gonna throw. We got a beautiful Retro Ramos Dragon Engine, which is a 6/4/4 legendary artifact creature dragon. Flying whenever you cast a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Ramos Dragon Engine for each of that spell's colors. Remove 5 +1/+1 counters from Ramos. Add white, white, blue, blue, black, black, red, red, green, green. Activate only once each turn. It says it right there. It is 100% bullshit. You have to have 6 mana to cast that. We get a beautiful Soundwave Sonic Spy. More than meets the eye. 2 white, blue, black. You may cast this card converted for 2 white, blue, black. Whenever 1 or more creature tokens you control deal combat damage to a player, exile target instant or sorcery card with mana value equal to the damage dealt with from their graveyard. Copy it. You may cast a copy without paying its mana cost. If you do, convert Soundwave. Soundwave converts to Soundwave Superior Captain. He is a Walkman. Whenever you cast a spell with an odd mana value, convert Soundwave. If you do, create Ravage, a legendary 3/3 black robot artifact creature token with menace and death touch. Whenever you cast a spell, even with an even mana value, convert Soundwave. If you do, create Laser Beak, a legendary 2/2 blue robot artifact creature token with flying and hexproof. We got ourselves Urza's Workshop. That's a strong robot in disguise, I'm not gonna lie. Add blank. Metalcraft adds blank for each Urza's land you control. Activate only. Hang on a second. God damn, I've had 2 of the same card twice. Text message reminder. And we get a Power Stone. Tap. Add blank. This mana can't be spent to cast non-artifact. And on the back we've got token artifact creature construct, which we don't need. Oh, Snapplejacks? Where's my phone? Who's texting? Digimon text message? Oh, right. Oh, yeah, it's gone. Thank you again, both of you, for your resubs. And we've got more. That's right. We've got more. Thank you for the follow, dim_the_lights. Juho Sprite. Juho Sprite? No way! And Bingo_Bob. Welcome to the channel, all 3 of you. I hope you enjoy it here. Let me add you all to the overlay, just in case we have another card pack to open. No. Not yet. Excuse me. Allow me to cough, zoom the camera a couple of times, and begin the Dejimon segment. I need to move my keyboard a little bit. Let me just... I can't wait for my new keyboard to ship. I know I keep saying this, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it right after I get back from TwitchCon, which is going to be great. Anyway, we have a text to answer for one of our lovely... Check it, which Digimon has a flower on its head? Sukamon, Palmon, or Woodmon? Palmon, of course. Crusademon, you think you could fool me with such babyish... Yeah, we know. We know. So we only need 2 levels on Rapidmon. We can digivolve to Super Rapidmon, Turbomon maybe, Ultra Turbomon. Go on, Blue Miramon. You might break out the Digimon Adventure box set when you're away. Oh yeah. Wait, you're going away? Holy shit. East Coast, oh baby. Go every year. Oh. I mean, you know what? I'm sure you do. I've just forgotten. A bit earlier this year. Well, enjoy the East Coast. Or else. That's right, Reno. He's going to New York. He's going to Florida. He's going to other American state on the East Coast. He's going to Yokohama. He's going to the East Coast to Kamchatka. Scarborough Fair. He's going to Morecambe. Isn't Scarborough Fair the name of the 4 guns that Bayonetta has? from the poem. It's the name of the set. I'm guessing each gun has its individual own name. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. I don't know why you'd name guns after herbs, though. It's kind of weird. Surely you'd name them after spices. It's the song. I know it's the song, but like... I'm trying to think of 4 different chili names that have meanings that aren't only chili names and that can't be interpreted in different ways. Cayenne, paprika, chipotle, and... Fuck, chipotle is a brand name. Fuck. Fuck you, chilies. I had a really good steak when I was out. I know I told you all, but I want to tell you again. It was the best steak I've ever had cooked for me at a restaurant. Except for the other steak that I had cooked for me at the other restaurant. In, Uomachi. Went to a place called Uotaroman. Which was is a guy opposite where I used to work. Oh, shit! Mustard is not a chili, Reno, but nice try. Good attempt. I do like the mustard plant. Reaper, bell, bonnet, Scotch bonnet. Bell peppers are not spicy. Reaper is the Reaper. Scotch bonnet. We can go with Scotch bonnet. So we got cayenne, Scotch bonnet. Can't be like death chili. Jalapeno. And ghosts are ghosts. You see how this is difficult? We've named these chilies after scary things to imbue them with a scary aura of scare. But they're just chilies, so you know, no death chili, no reaper chili, no ghost chili, no naga chili. None of this. Named after things that already existed, real or not real. No chupacabra chilies. Well, that's a pretty good name for a chili. Non-scary chilies. Not non-scary chilies, just chilies which have their own name, you know? Scotch bonnet's good. Bell pepper would be good if it was a chili. No! Jalapenos. Hold on, did Rapidmon level up? Hold on, hold it. No, one more level, 71. 71. I need to finish Bayonetta 1. Jesus Christ. See, a chili is a breed of pepper. Yeah, a chili is a breed of pepper, granted. Guaranteed, they are both peppers, but, like, they're not spicy. Like chili peppers are specifically spicy. And guns are also very spicy. So you'd name your guns after spicy things rather than herbal things. That was just my chain of thinking, right? I keep pressing select instead of square. I don't know why. I don't know why. Oh, it's because it's auto. My muscle memory is done. Rapidmon's just completely out of SP. Crystal peppers. I don't... Amarillo. Is this the way to Amarillo? I've been eating naga chilies all week. Oh.
私たちの大勝利。
Maybe we can sidestep the whole problem by simply referring to the guns by their serial numbers. Easy peasy. There are so many chilies, yeah. Oh, did I show you the cool cards that I got in the Pokemon packs that I opened while I was off stream? You've all seen the Zacian that came in the box. I opened that on stream. But I got a cool full art Bibarel. I don't think you've seen that. I got a cool full art Trackmania cheetah. And I got a cool full art etched Pikachu. That was very nice. Very nice. And I got a Gengar as well. And I did the Gengar on stream. Carmen Italian chili. That's the one, boys. It's the Carmen Italian chili. You know what? I'm gonna put some shorts on because it's getting warm. I'll be right back. It's shorts time. Shorts that are long enough to get me not stuck to my chair, though. I'm not wearing the short shorts this time. Watch me also still get stuck to my chair with these shorts. Definitely not making a fire rune flintlock named Carmen for me to find. Uh-oh. But it's all the wood is also painted red. Okay, as a DM, hear me out, okay? Artifact weapon. It's a cut down sword off Thompson SMG. You will not, okay? It has one attack. You can't use it. You can't use it as a regular weapon to do regular MAP attacks. You can only empty the mag. So it's a 2-action attack. Do you know what? No, it's a 3-action attack. You make 15 attack rolls at MAP 3. That's it. It takes 15 ammunition, and it needs to be reloaded afterwards. It's perfect. Think about it. You basically will never hit. MAP 3. You're at minus what, 10 to hit everything? I think it's good. No. We're digivolving. We're digivolving, maybe. We are in. What have I done? Mega Gargamon. Basically, some of those rolls are going to be nat 20. Statistically, they could be. Bah! Mega Gargamon does not digivolve. Mega Gargamon looks kind of lame, man. I'm disappointed in what I've ended up with here. Also using the crit deck rules. You could just have a flat it can't crit. Might actually not be crits. $55 speed, and you need 70 speed to be a Greymon. That's fine though. That's just 15 levels. That's fine. I guess we're putting Mega Gargamon into the fucking straight into the farm. Oops. Oops. Normal rules, they would elevate 1 degree higher success, yeah. It really pisses me off how, like, on the organized mode, right? You press Y for stats, you press triangle for stats, and you press A to move them, right? So at miss at -10, map becomes a hit instead, yeah. Anyway, so it pisses me off in this menu how, like, Y is stats and A is move when you're in the organize. It's a good idea, but you have to refuse it on the crit deck. Yeah, I'm just throwing ideas, but when you go right, A is stats and you can't move them. It just pisses me off how they have two menus that do the exact same thing, but they do it backwards from each other. It's bad design, okay? Correctamundo, the answer's Palmon. Thanks for everything. I sent you all something to say thanks. Nice. Super Gargamon, thank you. You're not kidding? Well, obviously, if I rolled 15 back-to-back nat 20s, you have to manually add firearms. It's kind of more of a special weapon, because obviously it wouldn't need to have deadly, because you wouldn't be able to roll a crit on it. Like, just flat take crits off it. I think that'd be a good idea. So, Guns and Gears released after the adventure. So I'm pretty sure there's like a thing in TF2 where like there are guns that don't do crits, or they only do mini crit damage. Weird sideways, just we couldn't make it work, so we just kind of crowbarred it in mechanics. It's funny to me actually. Manly alter loot anyway. It's fine. Or a shotgun that the ammunition consumes reagents instead of ammunition. It's the... what's it called? That one from Deus Ex. They had a big twofer. Well, that's an NG weapon, so... Because no one is playing strictly core. It wouldn't be fun if it wasn't a challenge. That's what they say, right? And if you don't think it's a challenge, consider that Steve has to spend basically a full turn hiding every other turn. You enjoy looking through the weird items? You enjoy making weird items as well, right? It's part of the fun. It's definitely part of the fun.
私たちの大勝利
Oh, damn it, Guardmon. We're so close. Vital shot more than makes up for it. Yeah, extra damage die, and if you get a crit, and because they're flat-footed, you get a higher chance to hit. And you get that extra 2d6 bleed on a crit. And that extra deafness.
みんな行くよ
Extra dice size as well. That's what makes it work. Because you get an extra die, and you get an extra die size on a crit. So it's like... It's roughly like the square increase of the damage. Like a regular hit from Steve's rifle's pretty weak. Like, not gonna lie. It's not massively weak, but it's pretty weak. Because there's like basically no damage bonus to it. It's like, what, +2? Thundering Rune is an odd rune, but that was found. Yeah, it was on some dude's staff or something, and we paid to have it crafted onto the gun. May as well fill those rune slots, right?
みんな行くよ
How many weeks of grinding is this? Not my first choice. No, I thought it was funny though, because like the gun is already hysterically loud, and then adding extra sonic damage, as if it's just that unbelievably loud that people are just like, oh, stop it. I'm still waiting to like critically hit like a boss that we have to talk to after the fight and deafen him. And like be like, alright, where'd you keep the prisoners? He's just like, what? Where's the key for this door? What? I can't hear you, speak out. Does anyone know sign language? Does the boss know sign language? Obviously he doesn't. He's a barbarian. He knows sign language. He barely knows common. What?
ほらかかっておいで
Tuesday night work for me. Oh shit, I didn't even fucking look. Do you know what? Because you're watching the game right now, I can look right now. Without doxing myself where I work or what shift I'm working on Wednesday. Do not change my browser settings, you little shit. I can get back to you later. I've already booted up. Buddy. Too late. Can't stop me now. If I don't do it while I remember, I'm not gonna do it. And then we'll be fucked. So that is... yeah, totally fine. Tuesday, 100% okay. 200% okay. 14,000% okay. I'll finish my stream and like just go on the Discord. In fact, I'll write my coming week shifts down right now, so I don't forget them, and then I can forget to put them somewhere where I can read them for the rest of the week. Nice. Not bad. Very relaxed week. Half days only. I like it. Hopefully round out the chapter. You aiming to get rid of any more party members? Move on to the meaty portion of the arc. Wow. But that steak I had in Toraman, it was like, do you know when they have that really thick crust of pepper and salt on the outside of a steak, but it doesn't like attack? Like, so I put pepper and salt on the outside of a steak so I can't see the steak no more, and it's always a really harsh taste. Very peppery, very salty. Can't taste the steak. It wasn't that. Like, the crust was thick, but the flavor wasn't like in your face. It was still really about the steak. Perfectly cooked steak as well. That was one of the weirdest restauranting experiences I've ever had. Not because of the food was amazing. Because of basically everything else. Heal up? I don't need a heal. This auto fight is garbage. Like, I appreciate that my Digimon want to be in like peak performance, but like y'all don't be healing if you're not like below 50% HP. Come on, that's wasteful. This is the Beast King. Wait, is Huckmon data? No. Huckmon is data. Why do I have so many data Digimon all of a sudden? Where was I going with this? Where have all my vaccines gone? This does not make me happy. It'd make me more happy if we had untyped data. Untyped type, you know, the dash where they just have an element and they're free from the internal struggle of data types. But now I have like 4 data Digimon, and that's not right. 3, sorry. Savior Huckmon, Latexmon, and Mask Armormon. Whatever they're called. Rosemon and Kuzuhamon. I remembered it by reading it off the page. Oh, a 3-way. See, I don't want to go into the fight. Oh, I guess. Hold on. We could go in... Didn't someone have a thing which made them bug? Negative. So I was going to say, we could go in with a bunch of data types and then use the bug technique. And so that he'd be turned from a virus into a vaccine, so the data would be doing critical damage against them. But we don't have anyone that does that anymore. I have made critical errors in my judgment all the way through this gameplay. Sad trombone is correct.
Alright, 終わったか。お疲れさん。後悔するぜ。
Yeah, he's making 1 speed every turn. Guardmon will get up to that speed requirement no time at all. What was it, 70? 10 more levels. Maybe we can turn Hugmon into a vaccine. I think the Mon at the top of the Digimon chain was a vaccine, isn't it? White type vaccine? Light type, whatever they call it. We can check. We can always check. Miramon needs to be level 55 to Digivolve anyway. Oh wow. Really dropped the pail on that one, huh? Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's before I do anything crazy, let's go to the Digilab. Let's Okay, Guardmon is gonna become Grademon, and Grademon is a vaccine. So there's one vaccine. Savior Huckmon? Ah, it's untyped. There is a vaccine, but we don't want that. That's King Goblimon, isn't it? Don't focus on it. I gotta look it up now. I can't look it up. You're gonna see it. Ah! You can't see it. You can't see it. Reject. King Goblimon. King Goblin. No. Unlocking King Edamon. King Edamon? No. Images. It's gotta be. Isn't it? King Goblimon. It looks... Oh, I can see it. It's got the cape with the horns. He's got the cape with the horns. He's not King Goblimon, no, that's not a thing. King Somethingmon. King Starmon. Digimon. King Chessmon. Maybe I'm making it up. Do you know what, kids? Maybe I'm making it up. Making it up. Rosemon does Digivolve, apparently. Level 60, an int of 180, and a SP of 170. You might actually make those. Jesus, that's scary. Kazuamon does not Digivolve. But, there was another Digivolution, right? Talmon was always data, so that's fine. Lilymon was always data, so that's fine. Blue Miramon is a virus, and that guy is also a virus. Attack 134. You do what? 230. Jesus, that's not gonna work, is it? Int of 160, level 60 or higher. What are these Digimon that have like massive... I mean, we all know what this one is. That's what we're aiming for. Guardmon. Speed of 70. Where's your speed at now, Guardmon? 58. 12 more levels. So now at least we know where we're at and what we're doing. What we're doing and where we're at. Blue Miramon's got to increase his attack, like, off the scale. Let's see how that's going to happen. I don't see how he's going to be able to increase his attack, like, off the scale that hard. If anyone has played the Digimon game before and wants to tell me how I can basically double Miramon's attack, please be the first to let me know. Because, like, when you put training on, you don't get to select how their training goes, right? Do I need to put him back in the bank and put him on a training regime? If we do it now, we'll be able to see how that works just before we end the seg. But last time we did it, they were just increasing their intelligence. His intelligence is already high enough. We could set up a custom room with a punch bag, just a punch bag in it, I guess. Feed him some power pine. But that's the thing, last time we tried to feed him power pine, it said that his stats were as high as they could be. Which is frustrating because they're nowhere look, if we go to his stats page, hold on. If we go to his stats page, you can see his bars are not full. Nowhere near full. So I wonder. Let's not mess around here, kids. We got a message. I think I'll be used to I'll try my best. Teach me lots of new things. Alright. Yep. Good. Oh, nice. Dark Guard DX. Thanks. Farm Island 3. We can't expand it. We change the goods. There is one goods that we can put here. Mega HP generator. If I want to, I do. Well, I don't, but I do. It's necessary because I want that lad. Not sure I want Mega Gargamon though. Gag of the Itch, welcome in. Cannot increase Blue Miramon's skill further. Why? We're at 62 skill increase. Where's the number that relates to me how much skill increase he can have? This is why I don't think it's going to work, right? Because he needs 160 int, but he needs 230 attack. And that's just insane. That's just bananas, okay? How you doing, Yag? How you feeling? Oh, we have Keramon in the party. That's not intended. That is not intended. That is not intended. Keratinmon, get out. Irish Stone Games, welcome in. How you doing? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you doing? We were just talking about you. Excuse me. I'm back. It's a lazy Sunday. We playing games. Jun is a learned spirit, haunting channels far and wide. Can we just talk about how much of a grind this game has become? I think this is like the 4th week of just in the same spot, just... All just because I want one very specific Digimon from the very generic Digimon roster that we have. Look at how cool Savior Huckmon looks. Look how cool he looks, but that's not the one I want. I have that, but I don't want it. I have that by chance because Vmon was mouthing off at me, giving me stupid hard quiz questions, and I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with it. I want Noah Skull Miramon. And I can see him on the Digivolution chart, but you need 230 attack on a Blue Miramon and 160 intelligence. We have 160 intelligence, we do not have 230 attack, and it won't let us train the attack beyond what it has already been trained. So we're like 100 points of attack short, and I have no idea how to increase that stat. So yeah, don't make a game like this. If you want to make your game fun, try and eliminate a little bit of... Well, you can have a little bit of grind. You can have a little bit of grind. You know, a little bit of a challenge, a little bit of a work up to it. Makes you feel like you've paid your dues to the game engine. But like, if you've been doing this for like 4 hours a week for 4 weeks, 16 hours, just auto battling in this crappy zone. Now I'm complaining about the game. I just want to enjoy it, but I can't. So I want that Skull Miramon, and it won't give it to me. Anyway, I had a nice day out yesterday. I mean, it was nice as a word. I am doing this by choice. I am also not doing this by choice because I'm also not strong enough to beat the next boss. So we did fight the boss 2 weeks ago, and it destroyed us. I say it destroyed us. Like, I made tactical errors in the decision-making process, which led to my demise. I turned it into a vaccine, and then it pummeled me with don't like grindy games. Irish John doesn't like grindy games, and that leads me to believe that he's not developing a grindy game. Rise of Piracy with wishlist on Steam right now. Or else you won't have wished it up on Steam, and you won't know when it comes out. You won't get that cool Steam email. Grinds that racing game one map for years. That's different. That's different, right? I'm not prevented from driving quickly on the racing track by the racing track or the car, right? This game is actively preventing me from getting a Noir Skull Miramon. Because my Miramon just isn't strong enough, air quotes, to receive the power bestowed on him by a fully narrated noir episode of the Dejimon. I just. Anyway, back to enjoying the game instead of complaining about it. Look at all these bars go up. The bars go up and the bars go up. And up the bars go up. Oh, I cancel it. Go. Go. Big stretch. Big stretch. I wish Guardmon had not received like 8 XP there. What the hell? So yeah, at about 5 o'clock we'll know if my training has paid off. Also, I've got a new feature on the stream. So I have this wristwatch that I wear for work, right? If I can do this without destroying everything, I don't think there's anything you can't not see it there. So I used to wear this wristwatch for work, but like my face has been scratched and the band is just disgusting. So now I've got a Casio. This is now like I have my Stream Deck has a clock on it, right there. But sometimes I'm not on the clock screen of the Stream Deck, and it gets really frustrating to me to not know what time it is. So now I know what time it is. It's that o'clock out on the date. And it's very nice. Sorry, that must have been very annoying to listen to. It's just a nice addition to the stream setup to have a nice wristwatch, not on my wrist. Because if it's on my wrist, it gets in the way of playing games, making games. Like I don't like wearing a watch when I have my arm resting on, you know? Like if it's just in free space, it's nice. Like if I just have my arms existent, it's nice to have a watch on. But like if you gotta like lean on a desk or lean on like a keyboard pad and do a lot of typing, it's just extra pressure on the wrist. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. I don't know what anyone says about, you know, I just take my watch off to do that stuff. And then it begs the question of why am I wearing a watch anyway if I'm just gonna take it off. So I typically don't. Anyway, Meg Gorgamon be like, yep. Hey Fizzbuzz. It's like the silly version of Machine Dramon. Also, I don't get how it goes from being a rabbit and turns into a bear. That's definitely a bear, right? That's not a rabbit. Manibus. Any idea what today's couple of day map's gonna be? Last one I played was NASCAR, and it was kind of fun, but also, why would you put a NASCAR map into Cup of the Day when you could just put a full speed map into Cup of the Day? You know. Doesn't seem to make any sense. So it's bank holiday tomorrow. It's bank holiday tomorrow. So you've got to remind me before I stream on Tuesday. But after tomorrow has happened. Yesterday's was quite boring, you didn't play it live. Oh wow. For the Monday. I gotta get another appointment. gross doctor business. I'm looking it up. I didn't look it up. I got distracted. People were talking in chat. Sorry. I'll look it up now. How do I know my Digimon's SKL cap? Cyber Sleuth. Don't give me no internet now, idiot. Do not get off the Wi-Fi. Get off the Wi-Fi. I also spelled a whole bunch of words there. SKL, what does that mean? There is a max amount of gains you can get. Have you raised other stats? If so, drop them with a restraint chip, so you can put more into attack. Reject all. Wasn't clearly explained, but you need to get your Abby up to get more points from training. Your best bet is to Digivolve him, seeing how far you post for soon to be another game. No means of resetting train stats to gain more Abby from stat training. Believe me when I say that Cam you lost is literally nothing compared to the amount you can easily gain back by chapter 6. He's level 28, has a measly attack 46, training for 75, he has 115 in his highest stat. It's your Abby divided by 2 is the stat cap. And that's the stat cap for all your stats. Bugger. Right, we have to Digivolve him. Like, training more now? Training more now is a fruitless endeavor. Let's stop the training regime. Let's stop the training. Let's stop the training. We gotta stop the boss. How do I oh. We can't. We just take him out. Digibank. Digibank. Put him on the farm island. Switch him for Boomeramon. That was fairly painless. And then we... What did we de-digivolve this guy from? 77 attack. 93 attack. Can we de-digivolve him to Dejimon? This could be a good, Lopmon, no way. We go all the way back down to Sumemon. That gave us nothing. That gave us absolutely nothing. And then we can maybe feed him another power pine. Hold on. What's that smell? Oh no! It smells like back attack. While we're doing this, we should chew through some shoutouts. There's one from Mr. Irish Own Games, we're a professional game developer, developing a very professional game professionally, the Unity engine, Rise Parasite. As previously mentioned on stream. Check him out! Check him out! Check him out. You're gonna choose some scrambled eggs. Do you know, Yag, I tried to order scrambled eggs yesterday. And they said they wouldn't cook the scrambled eggs because it was on the breakfast menu. But then they cooked them anyway. Scrambled eggs don't exist after 10 AM. Sorry. Nice. Yep. How do you scramble your eggs, Yag? Do you do them in a pan? Do you do them with butter and garlic? Or do you do them in the microwave with a fork and a little plastic tub? Either way is equally as valid. I'm just curious. What? 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 See, I've said too much information for what to be like a valid, like, what do you mean in a microwave? You just put them in a tub and then you do like a minute and then you whisk them and then you do another minute and then you whisk them and then you do another minute and then boom. Egg. Never made microwave eggs before. Here's me assuming you were an adult. Also, Yokomon is in the party. That's illegal. You can cook plenty of good stuff in a microwave. Beans, for example. Just a bit of sprinkle salt, give them a mix, microwave, boom. Microwave is a strong and versatile kitchen tool, capable of a great many feats. I see I've lost followers, subscribers, and viewers for that. Damn. What's wrong with all you microwave haters? It's not like I make everything on the microwave, but it's handy, you know, for a fast, speedy meal. Yeah, you should. Look, only microbeans. I don't have the microwave egg regularly, but like, you know, sometimes you gotta. Sometimes the hob doesn't work. Sometimes you gotta live that life. Okay. When I lived in Japan, okay, my microwave was also an oven and could make toast. Just think about that. Okay? That's what you think about that. How crazy that sounds. I sound crazy, right? But it's true. It could make toast. Man, I miss being able to eat bread. I hope this whole thing is like completely unrelated to a gluten intolerance. And I hope that in fact I can eat bread and I've been misled by an overly helpful doctor who's just trying to get me on the road to not dying real fast. We're gonna you talk about doing scrambled eggs in the microwave, eh? Yeah. Like, I'm just saying that it can happen, and it's totally fine. Eggs be scrambled. Don't what face me. Look, some people don't have access to pans, okay? Some people don't have a hob. And it's fine to sometimes use the microwave to make egg. You gotta do it right. You can't just do them sideways. You can't just put eggs in the microwave and watch them explode. There's a good video on YouTube if you can find it. I'm just saying, like, you know, it. Nopers. Well, I guess there's egg on my face. I still want to discuss the toaster function on the microwave I had in Japan though. Like, can we continue this? Like, I don't know how it worked. Like, it's just, I don't know. I genuinely have no idea how it functioned as a toaster. Toast. Yeah. In the microwave, eh? Well, it has a toast function. You press the toast button, and instead of making your bread soggy, it crisps it like toast. Again, it toasts toast, yeah. And get this, right? The inside platter spinning device was made of cast iron, right? It was a steel part, right? So there's no way the magnetron was spinning when it was doing that, right? There's no. In fact, come to think of it, so it had a metal steel platter spinner, and on top of that, it has ceramic platter. And I'm pretty sure that's not what a microwave is meant to do. But anyway, I broke the platter. Oh, sorry, the platter broke. I don't know. I microwaved something and it shattered like halfway through, and I had to get a new platter. It took like a week, and I couldn't use it in the interim. It was crazy. I went to the foreign exchange office and I was like, my microwave platter's shattered into 1,000 pieces, and they were like, wow. I was like, do you want it back? And they were like, no, we'll just get you a new one. You've heard it all now. Japan's got the craziest cooking devices. We had a rice maker there as well. It was great. Like, rice makers are fantastic. Why are they so expensive? They have two functions at best. Make rice, and make rice at the time specified for the rice to be made at. So it had like an electric grill. Yeah, basically. They have mad toilets too. Unfortunately, my apartment had only a regular toilet in it, and I was very disappointed. It wasn't even like a regular toilet. Like, the whole toilet, bath, shower situation, toilet, bath, shower, sink situation was kind of like a camper van toilet, shower, bath situation. It had that really flexy plastic shit going on. There was a microverse toilet. It was the mirrorverse toilet. Yeah, I had a mirrorverse fucking Japan toilet. It was the only mod con I didn't have. I had a balcony though. It was pretty lit. Balcony that overlooked like 18 like rows of traffic. There was three 3-lane bypass, main road, and then there was an elevated bypass, which I think was 4 lanes, and there was a monorail. If you wanted more traffic side? No. Oh yeah, when I went back, it was the Mirrorverse toilet. Yeah. No. When I stayed in Japan, I stayed in air quotes one of those hotels, air quotes. And the toilet, instead of having like wallpaper or tiles, it was mirrors. Mirrors on the ceiling, mirrors on the floor, mirrors on the walls, mirrors on the door. So that was interesting. Had a jacuzzi though. So like £50 more than a regular hotel, and you get a jacuzzi in the center of Tokyo. Like, how? Look, it's just my reasoning, all right? Okay, like pocket dimension pooper. Yep. Literal TARDIS. So like, if I said to you, you can stay in the center of Tokyo for £500 for 5 nights, right? And you know, you get a shoebox room, a single bed, a desk, and you know, TV, right? Or I say for £550 you can stay in the center of Tokyo and you get a double bed, a sofa, a TV, a widescreen plasma screen TV with karaoke microphones, a kitchenette, a separate toilet, shower, bath, jacuzzi combo in basically like a one floor apartment dig, no balcony. What are you going to do? You can pay that extra £50, get shady looks every morning when you come out, and bother the front staff for your tickets, like every time you try and enter and leave the building, and have a passive-aggressive cleaner that leaves you a towel to wipe down the shower after you've used it. Because, I don't know, I didn't know that was a thing, alright, okay? And like, it's just, I don't want to use, because they give you white towels, and I was like, well, it's getting kind of moist, I'll just leave it to the side to dry off, because it's kind of getting, you know, but like, they left a dark coloured towel. And I was like, oh yeah, that's the one. You could see yourself doing it. Exactly, Fizzmas, right? How would you not want to just relax in a nice jacuzzi? And the staff were really friendly. Passive aggressive aside. Like, I didn't even care. Like, I thought it was kind of funny, actually. But yeah, the staff were great. They got me an iron when I asked for an iron. Yeah, no problem just giving me the key and taking away the key, leaving and returning every day. You're returned, you're watching your brother's dog. Excellent. What kind of dog is it? Is it a Tibetan Mastiff? I have a friend with a Tibetan Mastiff and it's absolutely huge. Very, very shaggy fur. What's the point in having it if you can't relax in a jacuzzi? Exactly. Wait, what? Did I insinuate that I wasn't relaxing but had a jacuzzi? I'm trying to insinuate that, like, for an extra £50 you would have a jacuzzi and the option to relax, therefore in. Like, if you don't pay that extra premium, you don't get a jacuzzi. You get like a 3-foot wide shower cubicle. No jacuzzi. No koozie. Chain attack. Grate Dane. Greyhound. Blue Nose Pitnix. Wow. Blue Nose Pitnix. So it has 3 parents. That's the story of a sitcom if ever I've heard it. Also, his feet are under the floor. All of their feet are under the floor. Someone messed up the pivots. The shadows are clipping into the feet. Look. Oh, I'm not going to be able to unsee that now. Sega! This game was made by Sega, right? Literally unplayable. No. Delete this game now. Deleting. I think our training is done. We got a text, didn't we? Did we get a text? Did we get a text? Did we get a text? Get the text farm. Developed master disc. What's the nickname for the giant bird Digimon? Aquilamon. Gentleman of the desert. Red eagle of the desert. Demon of the desert. Gentleman of the desert? Gentle friend of the desert? What is this? It looks exactly like Dejimon, except it has a different wing. Skull Levimon. Looks like it's got that kind of ragged Skull Greymon wing kind of thing going on. Ice variant. Big Blue. Dude, I should buy some Monster Rancher games. Don't upset Mega Gorgamon with your questions. You still have no idea what I'm doing in this game, for the record. Excellent. Mega Gorgamon. The rockets are still, like, semi-rabbit, but the face, the actual visage of the Gorgamon is very much bear, dog, bear. It does not look like a rabbit. What a nice doge. Coon dog. Like a tanuki? Like a red panda? Whoa! Huckmon, chill the fuck out, what the hell? Like a tanuki. Like a tanuki. The intonation's wrong, isn't it? On the American pronunciation of that word. The stress is on the first syllable, right? It's tanuki. Right? Call me out on this, Japanese viewers. It's a short oo as well. It's not oo. But I found, like, if you start pronouncing foreign words as they're meant to be pronounced foreignly in your local dialect, people look at you funny. They give you that weird eye. Like, okay. Saying it like it's meant to be said. Ooh. Oh, we got our text. That means they're done. Farm true. Training command complete. Give them a new command. What if I don't want to give them a new command, huh? You ever think about that? Your brother's dog was just headbutting you because he wants to play outside. You're not gonna let him play outside, right? You gotta make him do a trick. You gotta make him give paw or like sit or something before you let him play outside. You can't just let him. You can't just let him go. It's not even my rules. I can't believe that Miramon is a higher level sorry, Blue Miramon is a higher level Digimon than Dejimon. It's crazy to me. I always thought Blue Miramon was just a blue-red Miramon, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you can let the dog outside to play, Runo. I'm not debating that. You just it's a two-way street, you know. You got to make it seem like it's got to be nice to you, for you to be nice to it, you know. It's like raising a child, raising a dog. And then when it's an absolute shit and just tries to get your attention like 24/7. Learn skills have exceeded the maximum number. Please reduce the maximum number of skills to 20. He can go out whenever he wants. There's a dog door. And he's still like, Rito, I gotta go. Yeah, this is his door. Just fucking just use the door, buddy. I'm just like, no. Wants to use the human door. I see. I guess we can get rid of Vulcan Palm 1. Because we have Vulcan Palm 2. It's just a sweet little extension because he's sad when the brothers goes and trips. Takes the smaller dog with. How dare he? Reno, go play with the dog. Just finishing your tea. Ooh, what tea you got? Did you just ara on my fucking stream? Hey. Green. Nice. I've got some rad green tea as well. Some rose sencha. It's got like some apple This is not this kind of stream. I mean, not at the moment, but you know, it's this time. This time. I'm not hallucinating this, right?
後悔するぜ。
どんどんつなげて。さあ。どんどんつなげて。ほらほら。
3 times in a row. Welcome to the Digimon Fever Stream, everybody. We're Fever Stream Dreamin', Dream Stream Fever Stream. Dream. Trivia: who has a silver body, white wings, and uses Disaster Blaster? Silver body, white wings, Disaster Blaster, huh? Shakomon, Howomon, Lotosmon. Disaster Blaster. White wings, silver body, Shakomon, Holomon, Lotosmon, Shakomon, Holomon, Lotosmon. It's a Ho is a phoenix, so I would assume that'd be red. Lotos probably doesn't have wings at all. I'm gonna go with Shakomon. Whoever that is. Whatever they do. Whatever Disaster Blaster they might wield. That destruction's really hit and miss, isn't it? Oh wow. Gonna have to take you out of the party, I think. See, we don't really need any more int, right? We're gonna be hitting that int cap real soon. Is that a hockey field? Was that a hockey field? In the PBR reflection? You know what? The fewer questions asked about the pre-captured cube map, I think the better. It looks like, so like, you know when you go on to the mid-court, the entrance to the hockey field on the ice, and you look left, so there's the wall and the bleachers down your left hand side, and you can see the goal like in front of you. It does really look like that. Use your imagination and look at it deeply. And then think it's a 64 by 64 pixel cube map reflection on a spherical body. Okay, maybe not. Maybe a street soccer field. Maybe if I pause the recording, we can go back and analyze it. Find it on freepbr.com. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I paid for freepbr.com. Because they have a thing. So like, you can download like individual PBRs for free. You have to download each file manually, and you have to navigate to each file manually, and you have to... I'm pretty sure that they were like, oh yeah, or you can pay us like $8 and we'll send you a zip file. Bruv. I'm pretty sure I paid for that actually. I'm pretty sure I haven't used a single one of them either. I'm not even tried downloading it. That'd be pretty wild if I had paid for a bunch of textures and never used them. Not even downloaded. I should check that really, because they could be useful. They could be some good materials. There could be some good textures. Maybe some nice noise normals. It definitely looks like a sports field. Correct! Not bad. That's right, Weggerumon. I know my shit. That definitely wasn't just a crazy guess. What level did Huckman have to be to Dejimon? We might be close, right? I think that's a lie, Reno. I think you I think that 55 maybe. 55. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Oh, Huckmon. Huckmon. Hucky Balucky. Plucky Hucky. If Goofy was a Digimon, a Yuckmon.
ほらほら
It's a good one. It's a good one. Apparently the Goofy movie is like, why can robots get poisoned? They're not robots yet. They're digital. They're program files. They're digital programs. The digital programs. Pokemon.exe has been poisoned. Heal up. Stop it. Stop.
ほらほら 私たちの大勝利
Oh no, back attack, no. Whatever the creepy robot thing something kills with the voice in your Pokemon, it's so fucking creepy. Yes. Yes? Yes. Yes? Robot. Roboid.
仕方ねえか
From the guy. The spider robot, yes. I recognize that voice actor. Just from one scream.
みんなよく頑張ったね
See, it just happened.
仕方ねえかこのまま突っ走れ
This whole gameplay is a blur, Yak, and my brain is a soup. I'll try and pay attention to it next time. Army of one, y'all. Hey.
ほらほら
Got Xenophage, yeah? Just boom, boom,
仕方ねえか
boom, 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 boom. A Levian Guardian kills overall.
ほらほら
案外大したことなかったな。
Darcy, actually. I can't believe that you would get Army of One with Darcy. That's insane. That's crazy.
Up!
このまま突っ走れ。
私たちの大勝利
Ooh, 2 on the attack. Oh yeah, baby. See, I don't think I could get Army of One with Darcy.
かかっておいで
Last time I used the last season's machine gun. That worked pretty well, actually. Go for that malfeasance catalyst.
お疲れさん。
95 stability. That's not that though. Like, you still get a bunch of aim punch if they shoot you. Like using a sniper rifle while you get aim punched is just... I don't like it, and it's difficult, and I don't like it. Like, if they don't know where you are, what you're doing, it's fine.
ほらほ
But,
ら
like, the second you kill one of them, like, the other 3 are just gonna be like...
私たちの大勝利
Like I say, when I did it for Malfeasance, I used Ace of Spades. And it was great.
ほらかかっておいで
Okay, hear me out. When you're invading, it was a stupid tunnel vision team. Everyone just using scope.
どんどんつな
Hear me out. When you're invading, if you get a kill, it increases your invading time.
ほらほ
Come
ら
on. Come on, that would be so cool. Just ignored you. I'd say that's stupid.
お疲れさん。
That was a Gambit Prime thing.
ほらかかっておいで
Don't. Do you remember regular Gambit where you played 3 rounds? It was balanced and fair and easy, and in the final round, if it was a tie, you got to fight a giant primeval eye. Sometimes, maybe, on the weekend. Do you like how they've cheapened the Warden of Nothing strike by using the Warden of Nothing boss servitor in a different server
お
room
疲れさん。
under the sea of methane? One of the armor sets gives you a couple of seconds. Oh, no way.
仕方ねえか。
Thought the invader armor only gave you, extra shields. Extra over shields. It's funny because I have the transmog equipped, and I have that and have malfeasance, and you know, you go in and people are just like, oh fuck, this guy's played too much Gambit, bro. It's true, I've played too much Gambit.
ほらかかっておいで
Also, there's a what's that thing? An abandoned Gambit arena on Titan, where there's a bank and there's a invasion portal, but it's in the campaign and you don't get to play Gambit on it. What the fuck? Bungie, of all the things that you could have done, non-explorable Titan, non-roamable Titan, no public events, only season activity stuff,
お疲れさん。
and You include a Gambit arena that isn't a Gambit arena. I just struggle to understand like what's going through their minds sometimes. Like the collective Bungie hive mind. As Dance Survival might say, what are they thinking? You should check out Dance Survival, by the way. Also, professional horror speedrunner stream. Very cool. Very cozy space to exist in. It definitely looks like a sports arena. Maybe Robot Wars. Maybe it's a screenshot of the Robot Wars arena. I can see some kind of very tall fencing, right? Thanks for being around. It's not much, but I sent you something. Check it out. Omnimon sending us some stuff. Genuinely, the feet through the floor thing is annoying me, and I can't move past it. I cancelled again! Oh my god. One gave you no shield, one gave you more mode capacity, sure the other one was extended time. There was Defender, Gatherer, Invader, and Collector? So Collector gave you extra moat capacity, Gatherer gave you extra run speed while carrying moats. Defender gave you bonus damage against invaders, maybe? And Invader gave you extra overshield. Did Huckmon just ascend moat? You can't remember? Yeah, I didn't play that much Gambit. Oh yeah, I focused two sets of Aham Cambra's claws and they came out with terrible rolls, so I'm never focusing an exotic ever again. It was a waste of Glimmer, it was a waste of exotic engrams, it was a waste of exotic ciphers, and I regret all of my choices up to that point. That was your last Gambit questline? That was the last Gambit questline. Zero selling a god roll and Gnawing Hunger. Didn't Gnawing Hunger only have one roll because it was a Gambit reward weapon? Or has that been sunset and is there now a reroll rollable Gnawing Hunger? We're hoping for Subsistence Frenzy with a ranged masterwork.
案外大したことなかったな。
We'll get these last couple of levels and then we'll get ready for Kappa.
ほらほら。みんなよく頑張ったね。
That's right. Kappa.
ほら、かかっておいで。
I just like to mash the buttons. It's just how it is.
ほらほら。
I do like to just mash the buttons.
仕方ねえか。終わったか。お疲れさん。
Do you reckon we can get Guardmon to an evolutionable state?
後悔するぜ。このまま突っ走れ。
みんなよく頑張ったね。
仕方ねえか。
Subsistence, multi-kill, stability.
ほらほら。
Boo! Boo!
終わったか。お疲れさん。
I don't want that roll. that ain't my jam. Guardmon out and spoon. 2 more levels. You need 70 speed to become a
みんな
gold
行くよ。
lad.
さあ。 ほらほら。 私たちの大勝利。
Not sure we're gonna get 2 more levels in the time that we have. You might get Rosemon evolution, which could be interesting.
ほらほら。
終わったか。お疲れさん。
So subsistence and multi-kill is bad because you have to reload to activate multi-kill clip. It's not bad. Okay, hear me out. Subsistence multi-kill is bad because multi-kill clip you need to reload the gun to activate, okay? So subsistence is only really good with Frenzy, Demolitionist, or Swashbuckler, or that's it. So if you want multi-kill clip, you want something like Feeding Frenzy or Outlaw. Guaranteed subsistence is a bad roll with multi-kill clip. Damage buff based on number of rapid kills though. Yeah, damage base buff based on the number of rapid kills after reloading the magazine. If you have subsistence, if you're getting rapid kills with subsistence, you're topping the magazine up, so you're going to reload less frequently, so you're going to proc the multi-kill clip less frequently. You could get max stacks. Yeah, but also, no.
行くよ。
I don't have that kind of self-control. I'm just saying, there are better rolls, and I think anyone referring to that as a god roll doesn't like the kind of guns that I like. mana as compulsive reloader? No, I'm a compulsive shooter. I will reload when the gun tells me it's time to reload, which is bad because subsistence. Even if I'm like one bullet down, subsistence. I'm gonna reload until it's... Anyway, point is, you want outlaw kill clip. You want outlaw frenzy. You want outlaw swashbuckler. Outlaw swashbuckler, I think, is by far my favorite. Because then the damage buff is procced off melee kills and gun kills, as well as you can also reload quicker when you get the headshot skills. It's just a fun time. And then a range masterwork, so you don't have to like be stood directly inside their face to get damage. It just makes sense. Swashbuckler is much more viable since it's rework. I don't know. When it first came out, it was my favorite. It was my best friend because it procs on melee damage, not melee kills. And then they did it so that like it would proc off melee damage, but not my charged melee damage because that was magic apparently. And then they've done it so it's melee kills, and it does proc off by magic melee, my across the map slap. But it doesn't proc on just regular melee damage, and that makes me sad. So it's gone down in my estimations. Sometimes I like Demoliciousness instead, so I can have the same thing but for grenades, because grenades do a little bit more damage than melees, I feel. It's a little bit more likely you're going to get a kill with them. Obviously Frenzy is just, you do some kill, you get some damage, but I wonder if the buff is less. You know what I mean? I wonder if the buff on Frenzy is less than the more specific. Procs off weapon kills now too, though. It always procs off weapon kills. It always procs off weapon kills. Always. Since it came in. Guaranteed. Digivolution not possible. SP of 170 and int of 180. What do you mean? You have an int of 164. And you have the SP of 164. Another 16 levels. You're killing me. You are killing me. I see. Don't. 68 still. Save your Huckbomb, int of 130, speed of 160. Okay, int isn't gonna work, is it? Oops. We can get this. Let's find out what this is. Fuck it. We ball. Right now, we find out. We find out. But it used to... Holy shit. Holy shit balls. Holy fucking shitballs, look at this. It's not quite as cool looking as Huckmon, but it is pretty damn cool. It's a lot cooler than I thought it was going to be. And it has a Digivolution, you kidding me? Cam 100% required. Cam 100%. Brachydramon is your friend. DNA Digivolution not possible. DNA Digivolution? A fusion? Abby of 135. Cam of 100%. You need more you need more max SP. What is your Abby at right now? 43? That's not great. Damn, I don't want D-Digivolve you just to get that. It's only 16 levels, right? So that's maybe feasible. Maybe feasible. But that is all of the Digimon I have time for, so let us save the game and exit the game. We'll boot up Trackmania, and we'll move on to the Trackmania segment. So thank you everyone for coming to watch the Digimon segment of the stream. If you came to watch the Digimon segment of the stream, thank you for coming to watch the Digimon VOD. If you came to watch the Digimon VOD, and I'll see you in a moment for the Trackmania segment of the stream, but not the Trackmania segment of the VOD because we don't record that.